Okay, I'm still one of those holdouts. I'm still using my 550s, and I like them, and they work good for refrigeration. I've got a couple of them right now, and I don't need the I-manifold really for the refrigeration work that I do. These are pretty durable. One of these bat ears are a pain. They keep coming off. But other than that, I really like this tool, and it works really good for me. It's durable as heck, and it works good. I almost put a dent in my nice tool bench here. It's got burn marks in it from welding, you know. One of these days I was making plans on making a nice steel welding table type workbench, like 10 foot long, with some shelves behind it. But this is a good old thing. I've had this workbench for quite a while. See that bad ear came out again. I wish Testo would do something about that. But anyhow, the problem I have is with this right now is the I don't know if you can see this, get it close enough, but this hook right here is this little tiny skinny post, and when the gauges are hanging up on the truck, you know, bouncing back and forth, this is what happens. This hook snapped on me, and it wasn't something weldable. It looks like it's cast. And the little post broke off here. And I rely on that hook a lot whenever I'm working. You'll see I have a magnet, and I hang up hang the hook up on it wherever I'm working, and that's pretty important. Otherwise, the thing falls down, and you can read your gauges properly. And this isn't something that looks like I could weld it, because it's cast material. So I went to my supplier and asked him about getting new hook that I thought possibly I could just pop this ball joint out with a screwdriver and pop another one in there. When he checked on, he got together with the distributor, and the distributor came up with these new kits. Oh, look at that, it's got bat ears. And it's a kit that you have to change. You fundamentally just change the whole back of the Testo. I put this in, and this post, I can see the difference between them. This post is really solid, much thicker than the other one was. If you can see, let me see if I can do a comparison here. But you can see the new one here. The post is really thick. So I think the kits, the Testo kits, they were $30-something each, and it's worth it. So I was gonna take it apart and swap it out. I guess it'd be convenient to take the hoses off. These hoses are yellow jacket hoses. They're real pretty and shiny when they're new, and after a few months they get discolored and less pliable. Had a 557, and on the 557 I have a large 3/8 port on it, but I gave that away. to one of my sons. I bought it in a way so I could use it for pulling a vacuum, 3/8 port. But the problem is on these Testos is the post going through the knob and in, they're O-ringed, and these posts down here are O-ringed, and this lock nut in here, that's O-ringed also, and they leak. I had put red trace dye in a system, and then the next day I was using the gauges, I was pulling a vacuum. I still had some trace dye on the inside of the sight glass here, and it was just accumulated there. And I was pulling a vacuum, and I noticed, I looked in the corner over here, and little bubbles were going through the trace, which means that it was losing, you know, the integrity of the vacuum through the O-ring in this. And another time, it was winter time, and I was on a roof, and it was like 3 degrees above zero out, and I was trying to get a system charged. And of course, when you're trying to charge a system, the suction pressure in the system is low, but your pressure in the tank gets very almost the same pressure. You know, if the suction pressure in the system is 14 pounds and the pressure in the tank is 14 pounds, you're just not going to transfer any gas into the system. So I turned the tank upside down, and I was running liquid in there. It was like 1 pound pressure more in the tank than it was in the system. So it was getting very the O-rings was so cold that the O-rings contracted, and I literally had liquid refrigerant pouring out of under both of these knobs. It was just drizzling down. I was literally losing more liquid here than I was getting into the system. But that was a pretty extreme. It was cold temperature. That doesn't happen. But I don't want to use my gauges anymore for pulling a vacuum. I did that for a lot of years, but with the old yellow jacket type gauges. But let's pull these out now. Had to get a tiny. There we go. Take this apart and see what kind of hamsters we have in here. Let's see. I suppose the batteries, yeah, I need new batteries. I don't know if I need, let's see, maybe I should change my batteries. Oh, I got these apart. Now let me check the battery. Yeah, this battery's halfway down. Might as well, I got it open, I'll just put new batteries in it. Go to Sam's Club and you buy packages of batteries, you get like, I don't know, 100 batteries or something. And you have plenty of batteries. The old days we used to use those Rayovac yellow flashlights, and the batteries were always weak on those things. Wherever you were like, you haven't used your imagination to see anything. Okay. Stand up. Okay. Alright, let's see. This should pry off now. Now the batteries hold. How about that? They were holding it on. I need don't want them to hold. It's kind of like a cop. When you need a cop, you can never find one. Okay. Well, that's fairly simple. Just a plastic body. I made a mistake one time. I was really cold and freezing on a roof, and I had to change the batteries. I put my screwdriver in this slot right here, and I was prying and pulling. I was so frozen cold I had to get this open. I snapped it. That's supposed to put the screwdriver here. You're supposed to put it over here, and it lifts up really easy. So I had black duct tape on that for a while until I got that changed. Stupidity, but I was freezing, and that's one of those things that just that went in really nice. I just got to put the screws in. I was hoping to use my battery drill for this, but it doesn't look like it's too small. Don't want to over tighten it. Have to use my black duct tape again if I over tighten it. Don't want to do that. Oh, that went in pretty. Okay. There's good old Sam's Club. Have packages of 40 batteries. If you cut this hole too big, it'll all fall out on you. So, get one started here. Okay, I think I can figure this out. Too many tools come with these little temporary Chinese batteries in them, and they don't have much of a charge on them. And I always throw them out before I get out of the supply house, and I'll change them to good American batteries in there. And let's see. That looks good. The battery's full. And let's see the batteries work. Yeah, they went in pretty good. They feel thicker. I don't know if they are or not. Let's see. Where's the other batteries? Oh, here they are. It's hard to say. They look the same. Oh well, new batteries. They seem to hold pretty good. I'll let you know. Okay, that guy's back together again. I just gotta put the hoses on it, and we're good to go. It's always good to... Back in the 70s when I was a purist, a lot of young guys are purists. When I was a purist, I thought it'd be a great idea to every day keep some pressure in my hoses to keep them pure. And I would put some pressure in them, and I would tighten them up real tight. And after about a week of doing that, one day I came and there was a big bubble in the rubber. Looked like a chewing gum bubble here. The pressure constantly in the hose penetrated through the layers and made it to the upper sleeve, and I got a big bubble. It ruined the hose. So I stopped being a purist. But I'll always put the hoses on, they're not going to actually absorb any air unless you suck air into it. Whatever gas you used in it last is primarily what's in there, and that will expand a little bit if anything. I might just have both ends open of the hoses, so I probably got a little air in there. So it's important. I always purge the system anyhow. Hook it up to the my gauges to the system, and before I open the valves up, I'll open up the hose here and purge it a little bit, because it's good not to mix the gases too much. It doesn't hurt though. It doesn't matter if you get you have 404 refrigerant in the system and you're putting 134A in it, or MP39 or something like that. As long as you purge it, you get the line, you get air, all of it out. Actually, I don't see leaving any in there. And to purge it, all you have to do is just a quick psst, and that's all you need to really do. There's not much volume in the hoses, but this guy's all done now. I can hang it and not worry about it. This one I had to literally lay it down. I got to get some soap and clean these up a little, make them look just like brand new. But these are good, durable, and I really like the fact that they're durable. I'm using the Wi-Fi here right now on the camera. It's a little Sony little white action camera. I can't think of the number on it, but it's a Wi-Fi function. If you see in some of my videos, I'm always looking off to the side. I'm looking at the camera to see what's going on. But I just can't see using the camera. Using the phone. I mean, I'm sure it works good and you get used to it, but the durability factor is the problem I have with the iPhone, the manifold. As far the durability with the phone for the screen. I mean, if the iManifold had a screen on it, I'd probably buy 2 of them right away. But it's just because I like this durability. It's fabulous, it's great. But that's just my opinion, and everybody has their different opinions. Well, that's all, guys. That's all I had. I just wanted to change the hook. A lot of people have these Testos, and that little post on mine broke, and there's a big difference between that little 1/8 of an inch and this looks like it's a 1/4 of an inch. It's a big hefty post on it, so I'm happy now. Okay folks, later.